Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So the markets are still licking their wounds from last week's AI tech sell-off, and we're seeing a little bit more of the repercussions that's been happening, well, potentially been happening for the last few months now. We've been having a few corrections in the market, but it's picked the pace up again and got erased its losses. But this time around, it's a little bit slower to do so, and it's more growing concerns. This week we've got the AI summit in India, which is expected to attract a lot of the big players, and it could actually have quite a big impact on the price direction of the next few months going ahead for AI and tech. Are we in a bubble at the moment that's about to burst? Or is it just a slight correction? As you can see here, 1,000 points wiped off the Dow though in last Thursday's trading when we saw this massive correction. But it's not really something that we haven't seen before. If we go on the daily chart, we are steadily increasing higher and higher. But if we go back to the middle of November where we had this massive correction and had nearly 2,000 points wiped off the Dow, as you can see within a few short sessions or a couple of weeks, we erased those erased those losses and started moving nicely higher and higher, which it wasn't really looking likely that it was going to be something that was going to hold the Dow back. It's really especially, and 50,000 was the next psychological mark. And since then, we've actually reached 50,500, and a lot of traders were expecting the rally just to keep going and going. But since last week's trading, we have had this pullback in price action. So we are just steadily gaining some traction now. 49,200 is the firm support that we've marketed here. Marked out, sorry, and 50,000 naturally is the psychological level that price action is looking to get past again. But as I said, this week's got a few announcements from the big AI companies. We've got this summit in India, which could shake things up quite significantly. And moving forward to the path of the next 6 months or so, as we go into the middle of the year, where next for these big companies as well. Let's just take a look on the S&P because that's been pretty choppy. We've been having quite a few heavy resistances at the moment, just trying to get above the 7,000 area. We haven't actually reached it yet, but just even testing it at the moment. We just had a slight move a few weeks ago towards that region, but since then, as you can see, rejection after rejection and then a collapse in last Thursday's trading when the Dow fell as well. So is this the start of things to come? Are we potentially trying to get up that mountain but falling quite significantly, not really reaching the peak? And what is the peak for AI and tech? There's a lot of questions to be answered. We've got the Fed FOMC minutes as well this week that should shed a light on their path in the next few months ahead, where their next interest rate decision is coming from, what is happening with inflation. That could actually steer AI and tech stocks as well into another journey and another path. So at the moment, S&P is just looking to hold on to this bottom that we saw not so long ago, and possibly testing around 6,800, which has become again a firm support. We're in this kind of choppy channel at the moment, just trying to break free. Which one will do so first, higher or lower? We'll have to wait and see. RSIs and stochastics are not really giving too much information, too much signals in that sense. But as I said, it's all about the rumors, fundamentals, and as I just take a look at this Indian summit this week, and we'll find out more information about that and see whether the journey of the stock market will go in the next few months. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll speak again next time around.